It's Wendy, and this is Mark. How you doing? And this is the first show of the spring semester season for INU Paltz. And Mark's playing a game pool right now. We're in Kilroy's. Isn't this exciting? He's not very good, but that's all right. But
Tell about our first story.
Okay, our first story is about the food co-op, and actually, that's probably the reason why we're down here is because right behind us is the food co-op, and I saw that. All right, he got one in. All right, okay. So we're gonna go to that, and I think Mark did that story along with Matt and Barb, and you'll be seeing the food co-op story.
Food is an important part of daily living to most people. On this campus, some students have a hard time balancing their diet. Service America, although well-run, lacks a large variety of healthy foods. Unfortunately, most students don't have much choice but to eat greasy, fast food. And if you're a vegetarian, best of luck. But before you drown your sorrows in a pint of Ben & Jerry's brownie, mint chocolate chip, cherry fudge vanilla, pina colada, Ripple Supreme ice cream, check out the new food co-op.
What the food co-op is a student-run organization that provides alternative foods for students that both live on campus and off campus.
Where did the idea for the food co-op come from? It was apparently the brainchild of Jason Black.
There is a bit of a history at this point. It's taken nearly 2 years to get the whole project off the ground. There were a lot of stumbling blocks to getting the whole thing going. First, we didn't have anywhere to put it, and we didn't have any startup money to get the whole thing going, and so it was really sort of a slow process to get the whole thing moving. But then last year, the Student Association as well as College Auxiliary Services, it's a joint venture through both, really agreed to put money to it, to getting the whole thing started. And so we got essentially donations from both the Student Association and from CAS to get the whole project started. But then the issue still was to find a place to put it. And that took quite a while. But then at the end of last semester, CAS, the folks over there, had a really good idea, which was to simply build a space within an already existing area. And so what they've done is they've built us a room in the basement of the sub within Kilroy's, the game room that's downstairs. And so now we have a space which they've donated to us, and they're providing us with shelving and everything else, and it's all there and ready to go. All we're doing now is getting ourselves organized in terms of putting together policy for the co-op and deciding what the co-op will be selling and providing people, recruiting people to work, and getting people involved with that. It's important to understand it'll be students? It's students who are going to be working. See, that's part of the concept of a cooperative, is it's sort of student-owned and operated. It's a business in that sense, but it's not a business that's in the business of making money. It's really intended to be there sort of as a self-sufficient operation as much as anything else, and to be able to maintain itself at an even level. That's really important to us. And so we're not going to be charging exorbitant prices to people. That was a concern that people had, that they want to be able to have access to something so that they can have a healthy, natural food alternative, but they're not paying really high prices like what you might have to pay if you were to go into town or whatever, essentially. But it is, again, it's owned and operated by the very people that use it. You become a member of the food co-op, and with your membership, you're going to be able to get a discount on your purchases, and so a lot of that is getting worked out now in the policy meeting.
We then asked for some students' views on the food co-op and whether or not they thought they would use it.
I like using my card because I have no cash. And Mom and Dad pay, for the card, and I have to pay for the cash.
I haven't heard anything about it. I'm an uninformed student. What can I say?
That's an idea. That's an idea. And they're doing it here.
These two girls, Nicole and Erin. I've seen them on the WNPC CG.
Yeah, I know something about the new food co-op. It's planned for a basement of Kilroy's. It's health food and cash. And yeah. Oh no. Well, it's because of all this equipment. I've been doing all the interviews. That's how I know. It's not. Shut it off, Josh. Shut it off.
I'd like some more information on that.
If you're interested in working with the food co-op or want to know more about it, just contact Aaron Clark or Nicole Demarest. The food co-op meets every Thursday at 7 p.m. on the third floor lounge of the Sub.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Mark. I was playing before, but that was, a really good story on the food co-op. I thought it was excellent story. Oh, I did that one. I'm sorry. But Barb and of course Matt did a great job on that. The food co-op, if you want to know, is right. Could you pan over there? It's going to be right over in that corner over there. Yeah, right over. Well, you can't really see it with the video games in the way, but it's there. Okay. Anyway, the next Wendy's playing pool net. She lost the ball. How does somebody lose the ball? But anyway. Next story is the Blue Streak BOUTON, and it was done by Roberto and Mike, and it just more. Excuse me. And it's about BOUTON and why BOUTON is the thing on campus, the place to be, the dorm of all dorms. And let's go to them right now.
Hey, dudes, why don't you come over here, man? We're going to see Mike over here, man. This is Mike and Chris Spell. Dude, I know, man. Here, cheers. Hey, Mike. Hey, what's up?
What are you... Oh, hi. Dude. What's up? Come on in my room.
Hey, these are all my dudes, man. These are
friends. Hi. How are you?
So what's up, man? What's going on?
Oh, life sucks.
What?
What does serendipity mean? Because I was looking it up, and I've been looking it up for hours, and it's so boring. This whole. I can't.
Mike,
I'm looking under the G's. Look at this serendipity.
Put that away, man. Look, you look weird, and you said that life sucks. What do you mean by life sucks, man? What's with you?
All day today. Just lately living here is really getting to me.
In Chris Bell?
Yeah, my back is all cramped from studying.
Man, you ought to come to BOUTON, man. It's a real cool place, man. I mean, it's 24-hour quiet, so you can't make too much noise. But if you do, people are a lot more forgiving.
Really?
Why don't you come over to BOUTON with me, man? I'll show you the place if you like, because we're going over there right now.
Okay, cool. Let me just get my
jacket.
jacket.
Get your stuff on, man. Leave those books behind.
Yeah, I can look up serendipity later. Oh, this must be BOUTON Hall. Wait, there's the sign. It is BOUTON Hall. Why do you like living in BOUTON Hall?
Well, I used to live in a 24-hour, non-quiet, sweet dorm area, and it was much too loud. And here in BOUTON, I can make noise and not disturb anybody, and people can make noise and they don't disturb me. I can do whatever I want, and I still am able to go to sleep at night.
Well, why I like it? Well, I guess it was the first hall that they put me into, when I came here. so
yeah,
you got a choice, But after getting used to it, I liked it.
Why do you live here?
It's all the freaks. There's tons of freaks here. We're loaded with them. We got every type, every shape, you name it.
You say tons of freaks, so you've actually weighed these people. No, I'm sorry, just being a wise guy.
Basically, there's lots of art and theater people, but that's not specifically it. There's all types of different people. There's people from all different majors, from all walks of life, and everyone just comes together, and everyone basically gets along in BOUTON Hall. And I haven't seen that on any other hall on campus.
What is it about BOUTON that you like?
Peace and quiet.
It's close to the art studio building and McKenna Theater.
Uniqueness.
Oh, we have occasional monsoon and floods every so often.
I was forced to say this, I want you to know. I like living in BOUTON because, well, we have a cool RD. Is that it? Oh, yeah. We have a cool RD.
Man, we don't have to clean our bathrooms, man.
It's close enough to the Sub where pretty much it's where I eat all the time, and
But you're not eating now.
No.
So you don't eat there all the time?
No, majority of the time.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
All the second floor has the best parties.
Really?
What's your major?
I'm a double in philosophy and computer science with a math minor.
Art major and a theater major.
Are you an RA?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to be. I don't need that kind of responsibility.
I was an RA in Capon.
Why did you leave your post?
Well, I just got what I wanted out of the job, and I wanted to come back to BOUTON because that's where I started off as a freshman.
Right above Adam, yes, I am. And occasionally we make a lot of noise, and, he comes up once in a while. But he's really cool about it. I just love tap dancing above him. It's really great, to have him come up here wearing his little boxer shorts and, with his glasses crooked. And I was like, man, I'm trying to sleep. You know, yeah. The only I think one time he came up and I think he might have had an erection. He was wearing boxer shorts. So you know that's he's got to watch out about that. That's kind of scary. But
I have a new copy of Downbeat magazine. And
Hey.
Oh, thanks, dude.
man.
Yeah, he blew his nose out, man. That's great.
I'm afraid of peer pressure, and I don't want to be pressured into, you know, maybe like having sex in like orgies or something.
Not that, well, don't move to Bouton.
Oh. I'm going to be honest here. I don't like Bouton because the people here make me puke. And being bulimic, well, it's helped me to keep thin. That's why I like Bouton.
I get to do a lot of things. And
such as?
Did you know every 10 seconds, people get more and more retarded?
They got the weird and the wonderful.
That's right, weird people. Look at Roberto. He lives here.
Right. So, what do you think, Mike? You gonna move in?
Well, I'll seriously consider it. It's a beautiful hall. Look back at it, friends.
Yeah, check it out. It's great. It's like a home away from home.
That's great. See, it says Bouton right there. That's how you know where you live, if you live here. But I don't live here yet, so... You know, but in case I do, it's nice to know that it says Bouton on the building, so I don't get confused and like go into some other building by mistake, because I've done that before.
HIV and AIDS. Man, I'm tired of hearing about it. Like, I really have to worry about it. I don't do drugs, and I wouldn't sleep with anybody I didn't know. There's no way I could get HIV. I swear. If I see one more thing about HIV, I think I'm gonna die.
You could be putting yourself at risk.
You're watching WNPC.
Ion New Paltz will return in a moment.
Hey, thanks for these airbags here. This job is now a piece okay, Claire.
But Vince...
Yeah, I'll tell you something, partner. I just might stick around a few more years.
But Vince...
No more dashboard du jour or Vince under glass, huh?
But Vince...
Look out!
Even with airbags, Vince, you still got to remember to buckle your safety belt.
Now you tell me.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Hey, how you doing? That was a great story that Roberto and Mike did on Bouton. Bouton's a good hall. You know, Matt and I live there. Say hi, Matt.
Hi.
Hi, Matt and I live in the basement there. And right now, Wendy's doing some jiu-jitsu, karate, taekwondo. Speaking of taekwondo, Billy and who else did it? Keira and Billy did a story on taekwondo on campus. So we're going to go to them next. You doing okay here? Says winners don't use drugs. That always confused me about that. If I always lose this game, does that mean I should go out and do drugs?
Mark,
I don't know.
Mark, do you have any quarters?
No, I don't. No,
oh,
I
my
don't.
God.
Okay. Why don't we go to that taekwondo story?
Each time after the kick, recover right away. The last time, maybe it looks like this. Right? 13 years ago, I had totally different reasons than I do now for practicing it. My reasons for studying it now are than originally. You know, it was more of an ego thing, a macho thing, but now it's developed into, you know, more of a holistic approach to my life, something to advance my consciousness and deconstruct the militaristic nature that's in our society, and you know, kind of unravel the violent nature that is inherent in mankind. You know, there's wars going on right now. It's obvious that the potential to destroy is there. So this is one way of like inoculating yourself with a lesser dose of it to prevent the overall, you know, aggression. Okay. By doing this, you relieve the possibility of, you know, hostilities. It unravels it. we just started the club this semester, but in my old school I taught for probably 3 years, beginners and pee-wees. This is the first club that I've had as my responsibility. It's great. Nope. Start your legs in front. Put your kicking leg in front. Okay, now you're going to step and kick here. Good. Roundhouse. Just spin this way. Kick it. Right. Kick it. Good. Good. Now do it. Kick it. Yeah, that's it. Good. It's more natural to have some resistance. You can really get the feel of the dynamics, how your body has to turn to give you the optimum power. So you're here. Kick back. Each time after the kick, recover right away. Whoop. Okay, so you're here.
I help out, assist Chris Hawkins in teaching the class and make sure everyone's doing it right. Taekwondo is from Korea. It's like a very militaristic type art. It emphasizes long stances and flowing, long punches and things like that. And Tai means hand, KWON, foot, Do means way. And like you hear Do in the words like kendo, aikido, judo, gentle way. So it's way of hand and foot, So using like every part of your body to get maximum power and effort. And like a lot of the high kicks are from like military times, kicking people off horses or doing spinning kicks, jumping kicks, going through armor. It all comes from the history of the country, martial art.
Well, I was really interested in taking self-defense because it's dangerous to be a female on campus. It's dangerous to be female anyway, but you hear a lot about rapes on campus and people getting attacked, and I'm sure you hear much less than really happens. I'm very pacifistic by nature, and if somebody wanted to attack me, they'd be successful because I don't have any innate ability to defend myself, really. So I wanted to take a class that was defensive rather than aggressive, that wasn't promoting violence, but was promoting me learning how to take care of myself physically. And also, I thought it would be a good way to get exercise because it's learning something as well as not just running around making yourself sweat.
255-2563. They can call me and I'll give them the information and tell them when to come. And, a lot of people come in 3 times a week, surprise me. Mostly the girls and some guys just, once or twice, and show up.
I'm gonna beat his butt. Anyways, our next story is called What's on Your Mind, and Rich and Michele did it. And it just little clips about what's on people's mind here at campus. And he's cheating. I'm still gonna beat him.
Here at WMPC, we were equipped with the highly technical Japanese microphones. The Hachitachi Kamamachi microphones were put on all of our cameras here at the station. Now, these microphones are really special. They can pick up conversations, thoughts, brainwaves, anything. Now, the conversations that we pick up can be heard from miles away. Now, you didn't know this, but we put them on all of our cameras. And when we were out filming, we got the students' thoughts. So let's go and see what's on your mind.
God, I hope this bit works.
I don't know which one hurts worse, my foot or my armpits.
Hey, would you look at this mess? Goddamn pigeons.
Oh, what's my line again? I'm the ghost of Christmas present. No, pass. Yeah, pass. Yeah.
Hey, let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
Shut the hell up.
Kibbles and bits, I gotta give me some kibbles and bits. Hey, you got bits? No? Okay, kibbles and bits, I gotta give me some kibbles and bits.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Na-da-da-da-da-da.
Stop it, it's annoying.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Yes, you are. Stop it, it's annoying.
Monday, 8:24 a.m. I've infiltrated the campus. No one suspected I'm really a secret agent.
God, I gotta give these things up. But at least I look cool. I gotta get another pack.
Oh, man. Yo, with the camera, could you watch my back, please, for me? Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
I wore a raspberry beret, the kind that you find in a second-hand store.
So we're at the party, and there he was, dancing with some other girl. I don't know, she had blonde hair. I didn't know who she was. She was all over him.
What did you do? I can't believe this. What did you do?
I just slept with some other guy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, hey, nice bike. Oh, what am I thinking?
Ah, geez, where did I put that handkerchief? Oh, my nose is starting to run now. I wonder where I put it.
Oh, geez, I don't know. Oh, hey, there goes Tom. I wonder what he's doing nowadays. Hey, Tom, what are you doing, man?
Hey, Dick, how's it going?
That's all right. You know, I'm just everyday kind of teaching kind of thing.
Yeah,
I'm just,
I
you
know.
know,
Really.
you know what I'm saying?
Do you smell something funny?
No, what do you do?
Did you step in something?
No, I
again?
don't think so. I'll check later. Don't worry about it. It's all right.
Yeah, you better
all
check
right,
your
let me
shoes.
check. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I
Ooh.
stepped in something. I'll wipe it off later in the building.
Here comes Harry.
Yeah, I'll wipe it. Oh, hey, Harry, what's going on, Harry?
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, what's that smell?
I don't know. Must be that student walking
Yeah,
by
it's
right
a
now.
student, yeah.
Gotta be.
Okay,
See you later, Harry.
Yeah, bye.
I'll see you later. Hate those guys, they're such jerks.
I spent. Oh yeah. God, I can't even hear myself think.
Rich and Michele did the "What's on Your Mind." I like that. It was like. Do you remember the person that sang the Moonstruck song there, the Pizza Pie song? That was me.
Oh, no way.
That was me.
Oh,
that was
no
me.
way. Great
So,
disguise.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. But the next story coming up is well, why don't you tell us about it, Wendy?
Oh, it was on Saudi Arabia, and we did it in perspective that war was still going on, but it's not, and we thank a lot of people for that it's finally over, and we did it on the reactions of how college students, about peace.
Not bad.
Everybody's talking about planet rebirth, United Nations, good relations, space station, starvation, radiation, salvation, education, liberation, all.
Fire and water, wind and rain, wings that carry hell in every vein. World's possession, endless tears, truth and knowledge stolen all day.
Each plane that goes down is a couple $100 million. And of course we're going to end up paying for new ones, and we're going to go into more defense and peacemaking weapons, which totally doesn't make sense to me either. So.
Is if the United States is so great, and we're supposed to protect everybody in the world, then why can't we think of a better idea than war?
I personally, even though some people think this is kind of just a stereotype, I think Hussein really is not a nice person. I think he's a very evil person. I think that they're beginning to realize maybe they're learning more about him and his past and what he stands for, and they're finding that they really don't want to fight for what he's standing for.
Very helpless. I felt like I couldn't do anything to help it out at all. Basically, I think because of what my mother has told me about Vietnam, and just once I got started in protests in the city, there have been a lot of them, particularly over Christmas break, there were a lot. And I'd go out there and I'd scream and yell, and then afterwards I'd go home and say that was really great, and I felt so unified with all these people, but I felt like I didn't do anything.
I'd say, like the Vietnam War, it is primarily youths who are primarily minorities as well. and not saying that that's, I don't know, necessarily a prejudice issue, but it's just that's the situation. So it is like Vietnam, just they're very young, and I think a lot of them don't know hardly any of the issues either. I mean, they're there, they know that they have to take out this evil empire, and that's about it. I mean,
in a way, I feel like basically what really worries me the most is that I feel very ignorant about it. I feel like I'm told stuff, but I think like everything is censored. I mean, I've spoken to people who have told me that, you know, they don't even watch the news, or whenever it comes on, they turn it off, or they lower the radio, because they feel like they're not being told anything.
I don't know who's really telling. It's really hard to tell who's telling the truth, because you see footage of these people, you know, these innocent people getting killed, and Iraq keeps claiming that they're shooting down our bombers and all this and that, and I really don't know who to believe, so I'm not really sure if it'll go longer. I didn't believe that it would be a short war. I still don't believe it will, really, because I don't think even when they say it's over, I don't think it'll be over.
The latest news from the Gulf every 30 minutes around the clock on CNN Headline News.
Saddam Hussein sends his answer to Moscow's peace plan, shouting more threats at the Allies as his diplomats negotiate. And U.S. Army rockets batter Iraqi artillery and armor positions in the heaviest ground shelling since the war began.
The firepower we witnessed this afternoon was 4 times that of the guns used at the Battle of El Alamein.
And Baghdad continues to show pictures of civilian damage throughout Iraq. It says this meat processing plant was hit by Allied bombs perhaps 2 weeks ago.
Spiritus Sanctus Spiritus Sanctus Can you see me?
It's just really tough. I don't believe in fighting, but then again, if these people are going to be in power and if they want to try to get more power, you know, if they're pretty unstoppable, then you know, you need somebody bigger to come in and take it over.
I don't know if we gain anything. In a way, I feel like it'll just be another notch. And they'll say, well, that worked. So next time there's a problem, we'll go to war again. And then we'll go to war again. And I don't think war solves anything, whether you win or lose. I think it's just sick.
Peace.
Peace.
For I Am New Paltz, this is Wendy Wilkins.
And Mark Boylan.
See you later.